What's going on, my guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am Garrett with Game by the Beach. We are playing some Rush Royale, and today we are jumping into a different deck that we've used, a different card that we've ever even tried before, which is the Zealot. I think I was calling it the Zealot, but I think it's actually pronounced Zealot. Which, if you guys don't know what that card is, basically it gains increased power or increased damage depending on how much mana you have in your hand. So definitely an interesting deck. We're going up against one of my variations of my deck. Boris, Chemist, Plague Doctor, Vampire, and Dryad. So we've got all of those cards except we have the Zealot instead of his Chemist. Basically, the way I've only played this deck one time, but we did get a W, so I'm pretty sure it's the best deck in the game. I think that's all it takes, right? No, I'm just kidding. So I have Boris in there. I feel like all my decks pretty much have to have Boris as my main damage unit. I know that the Zealot does damage, obviously, but uh-oh, this guy's having a lot of trouble. Bruh, yes, we just got a free victory against our man, Muzas. He just bricked. Love that. 33 trophies. You can see how far I've dropped down. It's hurting a little bit, but that is a victory. I will take that all day. And now we are going up against, this actually looks like a pretty interesting Inquisitor deck. So for those of you who are saying Inquisitor is really tough to play because you don't have Harley Quinn, let's see how this guy does it. We're going up against Rusticles. Sounds it's a really interesting, interesting name, but yeah, let's see how he does, and if it's a good deck, and if he kills me, maybe that's the deck that you guys want to try out. So that's kind of how I'm going into these videos now, going into these games now, I should say, because everyone up here can play. Everybody's got a deck that's at least been somewhat successful. So I kind of look at what deck they're using, and if it's my playstyle and I have the cards that it takes to run that deck, I give it a try. You know, I'm trying out. I do have an engineer deck that, depending on how this video goes, I might throw it in at the end just to see what it looks like. The biggest thing is I don't have Harley Quinn, so the first time I played with the engineer deck, which was just engineer spam, I don't have shaman either, but with mime in there and not Harley Quinn, you know, whatever, I played against the exact deck that I was trying to replicate, but like the Walmart version, because I have mime instead of Harley Quinn. And yes, we lost. It was actually a really close game, but yes, we did lose. And yeah, I immediately stopped playing that deck. That's all it takes. So we got Gorgon in 30 seconds. I just leveled up my Boris a bunch of times, or merged up my Boris a bunch of times. And now we're going to try and fill the board. I know that with the Zealot, you want to have as much mana as you can on the board, just so you can have as much damage output as you can. But you can't really do that really early on in the game, strictly because you don't have that luxury yet, if that makes sense. You have to merge everybody around. You have to level people up before you're just sitting pretty, getting the damage. So early stages, I try to make sure that Boris is really high rank, as well as my Plague Doctor kind of taking away some of the damage. And then later in the game, late game, I have the Zealot as my damage dealer. So that's kind of how I'm trying to play it. Don't know if it's the best strategy, but that's what I'm going with right now. So we do have a full board, which is nice. If we play against the Shaman with this deck, I think we'd have a really hard time, just because we'd be switching people around so quickly that we wouldn't ever be able to build up the mana that we would want. But hey, we're going up against an Inquisitor deck. So let's see what we can do. I'm just going to start leveling everybody up. I don't really need so many Zealots, so I'm going to merge them out. We got another Boris. I'm going to level him up. I'm trying to get my stuff to max as soon as possible, and then really, I try to sit at like 2,000 mana and only merge and upgrade and do stuff when I have about 2,000 mana. So that's kind of my strategy. I'm going to do Zealot and Plague Doctor right there. I really should be waiting longer, to be perfectly honest, to level people up, just because the Zealot would be doing so much more increased damage if I did so. So let's try and wait right now. We got 1,000 mana, so this is what's nice. You get to kind of sit back, relax a little bit, and the Zealot goes increased damage the more and more and more you wait, the more you build up. There is a cap. I'm not exactly sure what the cap is. What I mean by that is there's a certain point to where you're not going to be getting increased damage because you have more and more mana. But I'm not really sure what that is. Somebody can let me know. I know if you look at the critical damage, it'll kind of tell you. So right now, it looks like 960 is what I'm doing. Let's level up the Zealot one time. And what are we doing now? I saw a 324, 1920, I don't know. There's too many numbers going on. I'm not really sure. But this guy is actually running, I didn't even realize he's running Executioner, guys. What is this, Clash Royale? Engineer, almost, Engineer, as well as Inquisitor, which I haven't seen that combo yet, so that's kind of interesting. But going up against the Tamer right now, we took him out very quickly. And I'm just going to level up. Let's see, I'll level up a Boris right there. Fill the map. Let's merge out a Zealot. Let's actually level up our Zealot over here. Build a map. We got another one on the board. We don't really need 2 extra ones, but at this point, it's the fun part. You just kind of merge people out and just enjoy the mana. Enjoy the mana and just increase damage galore, and that's kind of what I'm doing. So now we got Tribunal. So now we're going to have to start merging out our single tier units, which isn't the end of the world. We should be able to do it pretty quickly, simply because we have Dryad, and we're already pretty leveled up already. So the only thing left is really, I can merge these two and this guy, and then the only thing else I have is a Vampire. So I'm going to hold off for right now. We got 40 seconds, and now we're starting to lose a little bit, but hopefully we can kind of gain up a little bit of traction. He does not have the right amount of Inquisitors. He's only got 3. So let's try and build back towards him. I'm going to fill the board again because we have so many extra guys. So now we're chilling. We've got 4,000 mana. We've got Tribunal in 20 seconds, and I can just rank up. I'll do a Zealot, why not? Zealot, or Zealot, why not? That doesn't rhyme anymore. But hopefully we can take on Tribunal in 10 seconds and be in a pretty good spot. I'm just going to fill the board as soon as Tribunal hits, and then we'll go from there. But I'm still definitely scared. Inquisitor decks are all super scary, so they're making it. I'm winning by like a little bit, but that's never enough. So that hit. We can fill a board again. Got a couple of good stuff there. I think we'll be able to take him out. We still got 4,500 mana, so it's actually going to be really close. Same with him. He took his out. We did take ours out as well, but he did more damage, or he took it out quicker, I should say. So let's just do our rank 1 Boruses there. We got, I guess I'll do Zealot just because we have so much extra mana. I'm going to do my Vampires and combine them out. We got another Zealot there, another Boris. Let's combine Boruses, tier 2. I'll do a Zealot over here. And it looks like we're doing pretty good. We got 30 seconds until Warlock, but it's really a matter of if he can hold on or not. And they're getting right to the end of his board. And guys, that is another victory. But notice how hard I'm working to try and get this victory right now. And this man, I mean, I guess he's only 300 trophies below me, but he's got a 46% win rate. That always makes me think, man. I mean, I'm only at 48, but I play against people that are at 60 all the time. But that is a victory, guys. That is a victory. So I was going to change decks if I did really terribly in this video. I'll show you what the other deck is. It's this. No idea if this would work. It's got, Engineer, Plague Doctor in there as my damage dealers, and then Mime, which should be Harley Quinn, Dryad, and Summoner. But you know what? Let's just jump into one more with the deck we just played and see if this is actually a viable deck. I don't even know if Zealot or Zealot, whatever you want to call it, I don't know if it's even a viable card. Mine's only level 9, so most of my, I want to say rare, I think it's a rare card. Most of my rare cards are at least level 10, or at least the ones that I use are level 10. So I don't even know if I should be using it at all, but it works. I mean, we just won a game against an Inquisitor deck, so I think he was having a little bit of trouble keeping his at 4 or 9, and that's what you guys keep telling me. There's definitely a heated debate out there about whether the Inquisitor is OP or not. I'm sure it's not a free win, guys. I'm saying Harley Quinn, Dryad's the best cards. I'm sure it's not a free win if you play with it. But man, it's close. It's about as close as you can get. I'm sure there is definitely some skill. You know, I don't want to take away from anybody who plays the card and is doing really, really well. It's an awesome card, but I'm sure that there's, you know, little keys that you need to understand and stuff like that so that you can play the card correctly. So here we go. We're jumping into a game. We're already, well, I'm not saying we are losing, but it's a minute, so it should be just fine. Let's combine our Zealots. And I guess I'll level up my Vampire again. I haven't leveled up any of these guys yet, so let's level up those two. And yeah, we're just kind of sitting right now. We got another Dryad, so I'm just going to combine these guys and these guys. I'm going to do my Plague Doctor. And now we got a little over 30 seconds, and I'm just going to sit on my mana, and hopefully we're not going to die in 30 seconds before Tribunal hits. We now have a little bit of Plague Doctor smoke. They're catching that smoke. So we should be okay to hold on. And we've already gotten so much. We have so much mana. I can't believe it. I don't know why. But 15 seconds. Let's just keep holding on, and I'll spam the map. I usually have like 800 mana going into Tribunal. I don't know what I did differently in this game right here, but I'm not complaining. I mean, we got 2,000. Maybe our Zealots going ham right now. But so far, so good. So here we go. We're already merged out except for that one Vampire, but that's okay. So it took a hit right there. Oh, we got that weird glitch again to where... Notice... Oh, wait. It went away, actually. It fixed itself. That was weird. But if you guys noticed for a second, my Zealot, this guy in the bottom, was like a different color. That was interesting. So let's combine out these guys. We got a Boris there, which is really nice. Our board looks really nice, to be perfectly honest. And at this point, I'm just going to make sure that I've got a Zealot at a high rank. Keep filling the board, and for the most part, I'm going to level up my Plague Doctor there. For the most part, we're just going to level people up, and we should be in a decent spot. I haven't even looked at this guy's deck at all. This is the OG Garrett deck again, except for Dryad instead of Vampire. It's a good deck. It definitely is a good deck. Oh, we've got Tribunal coming up again, but like, let's just make sure we're not going to die. So I'm just going to level up everybody real quick. And we've got a minute, so let's try and merge out our single tier units and not die in the process. So let's first do our Zealots. We got a Dryad right there, which is nice. I'm going to do that with a Boris. Let's do our two Borises right there. I guess I should have been waiting, to be perfectly honest, until like closer to Tribunal, but hopefully it doesn't bite us in the butt. We are losing a little bit of traction, but that's mainly because we were fighting against a mini-boss. So we've got tons of Plague Doctor smoke. We've got a rank 3 Zealot, a couple rank 3 Borises, and we've got under 30 seconds until Tribunal. So I feel pretty good. He's only got 2 rank 1 units also, so he's probably sitting on a bunch of mana too. But hopefully the bunch of mana helps us more because we got the Zealot. So let's see what we can do here. We've got a maxed out Vampire. They're both chugging away, 2 rank 2 Vampires. And I'm not going to be able to merge out my rank 1 Boris and Plague Doctor up at the top right, but that's okay. So we got 5,400. Okay, let's spam, 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 spam. Try to combine here. Let's try not to lose right this very second. We got to go through over 200. We've got to take out 100,000 before it hits the end of the board. Oh, it's going to be close. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, no, no. Oh, it did hit. Wow, I really thought we were going to take that out. We're going up against Tribunal again, guys. Holy smokes. Can Tribunal F off, please? But here we go. We're going to try and combine out our units, but let's not actually leave our board barren this time. So let's do this. Let's do that. Okay. Combine out our Vampires. Maybe that wasn't the right play because now I don't have any Vampires. But that's the play I made. We've got 45 seconds. I guess that's the board I'm going to stick with, but this guy is still hanging on, taking me out. And I'm not really sure what else we can do. It looks like he had a little bit of a pause in there, but we're definitely losing here. We got 30 seconds to try and hold on. I guess I'll keep trying to spam my board. We don't need so many so much mana to fill the board again after Tribunal. So hopefully we'll be in a better spot. We can't even take a single hit, so we gotta like work back towards the other side of the board. Because if Tribunal hits with this much, oh, we might not even. We got 7 seconds. I think this is pretty much it, guys. There's nothing we're gonna be able to do about taking out Tribunal that quickly. We're not gonna lose right this second, but Tribunal is gonna be a million, and we're gonna have to try and take him out. So he hit there. It's under 100 or under a million. But we desperately need to take this out. Man, I feel bad because I feel like we're in such a good spot, but Tribunal really hurt us. Really, really hurt us. So this is going to be an L to finish the video. Ah, that's too bad. For once, we actually took out a guy, or not took out, lost to a guy that's higher in trophies than us. So we shouldn't lose that many trophies on this L. But look at this guy. Maybe he's been switching around decks a little bit, but he's running the same deck I ran for a while, where I had like 200 trophies that I dropped. He's running that exact same deck, and he's at a 62% win rate. So maybe I just wasn't playing it right. That's really my skill set, my style of play is right there. But I'm gonna keep on chilling with the Zealot because it's definitely a really interesting card. And let me know what you guys think. And the other thing I wanted to do, I will keep playing with this card, but if you guys made it to the end of this video, I want you to post in the comments below and let me know what deck you guys want me to play. And in the next video, or maybe in 2 videos because my schedule might be a little bit far ahead, but in one of these videos, I will do 3 decks of your choice, and I'll play all 3 of them in one video as like a little special and a little thank you or something like that. But that's going to be the end of this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will check you guys out in tomorrow's video.